Hello everyone, and welcome to another tutorial for CryEngine. And in this tutorial, we will do object inspections. And what I mean by object inspections, I mean those things that you can see in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's the game that I recently played, and I really liked how you can um, inspect the documents or the objects that you find throughout the world. So that's what we'll be doing today in CryEngine. A little information about me. My name is Jan Bustel. CryEngine developer for over 4 years. And I've been doing environment art, flow graph scripting, level design, and writing, as well as managing my own team. And we're currently working on a game called Colita. Everything in CryEngine, of course. So what will we do in this tutorial? We will add object, um, pretty simple. We will create a sequence for viewing the object so that the camera is focused on the object. And we will create a script and flow graph to inspect the object using mouse rotation. So basically, as you will move the mouse, the object will move with you moving the mouse. So it will be mouse controlled. What we won't do, we won't be learning the basics of glow graph or learning the basics of the engine. That's something you should already know. We also won't create any fancy UI. It will be just our screen transitions. It will be just uh, bare bones script that you can expand later on if you want to. So with that being said, let's go to the engine and get to work. So I already created a level called inspection and tested the script before so that the tutorial is faster and more bug free, I would say. So I'll just, you can see it's really simple scene, it's nothing complicated. I'm just going to delete that for now. And we're gonna recreate this. So for this tutorial, I'm gonna choose, actually I have this uh, Canon model, which I think looks a little bit better than the simple pyramid I was using. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna use this. So first thing that we're gonna do, I'm gonna elevate it a little bit, and you need to convert this to entity so that it can be used in flow graph. Another important thing is also to disable, or not disable, but make the collision static. Otherwise, the object will fall to the ground, and that's not something you would like to have. Uh, you can also do this by but not by not adding collisions uh, to your object when you're exporting it to CryEngine. Maybe that would work as well, but I'm not sure. I haven't tested it this way. So great, we have a cannon. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add a camera. I actually like using this camera from Miscellaneous. Then we're gonna go to the camera view. Make sure this is unchecked. And we're gonna position the camera so that the Canon is in pretty view. I think this is good. Now we're gonna get out of the camera by pressing default. And we're gonna create the sequence in track view so that we have a fixed camera and we have a view of the objects and the player is not just running around. We're gonna go to the hamburger menu, go to File, New. I'm just gonna name this scene because I already created this. So view. Okay. With the camera selected, we're gonna right click and add selected entities. Gonna double click to make sure we have the FOV position and the rotation. We're gonna add the vector, which basically tells the sequence to use the camera that we select in here, which is camera 1. And we're also gonna go to sequence properties over here and make sure it's looping so it's not ending if we don't want it to. And we're gonna save it in case it will crash. Okay, I'm gonna create an empty entity. I'm just gonna name this script. Create a new flow graph. Okay, so we have a flow graph. So we want to play the entity sequence. Excuse me. Play the sequence when the game starts. And we'll choose a sequence that we have created. If you want to stop the sequence, you can just go, instead of going to start trigger, go to stop trigger, and that will stop the sequence. And now we want to do the rotation. So for that, we're gonna go to, I think it's input, mouse coordinates. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the right thing. We need to enable it, and we're gonna use screen, and we're gonna also use rotate entity to X. Now for this, we're gonna assign the canon. Okay. For speed, I like using 0.25, and I'm gonna go with time instead of speed. You can use 0.1, but in my opinion, that's too fast. So if you want to control how much fast the rotation is or how smooth the rotation is, you should play with the value in here. Okay, so now let's take a look at our object. So we want rotation from left to right, which in this case is Y, and we want rotation up and down, which in this case is X. You can play with these values, but make sure you have the right rotation. You should also choose the rotation based on the object that you're creating. So maybe you just want to rotate it like this way, or you just want X and Y. You shouldn't use more than two, and that's for the simple fact that you only have X and Y axes. But yeah, pretty much that's all I have to say on this topic. So now we're gonna search for 2 vec free. Oh, wait. And to demonstrate, I don't think I can demonstrate it. Well, basically, if I move the cursor from left to right, that's the x-axis, and if I move it up or down, that's y-axis. So when we take a look at our cannon over here, when I move the mouse from left to right, I want the object to move from left to right. Which, as you can see, by the way, is the y-axis. So this is a little bit counterintuitive, but the x will go to y, and you guessed it, the y will go to z. So the output will go to destination and also to start. And we can test it and hopefully it'll work. So let's see. Okay, and as you can see, I'm moving you can see, but I'm moving the mouse from left to right. And the cannon is moving as well. And I'm moving mouse up or down. And the cannon is moving as well, which is pretty cool. I can I can just spam it like this. Another thing we can do is disable the rotation unless the left mouse button is pressed. So we're just going to drag the output from vec 3 to gate. Gotta make sure the gate is closed. This wasn't in the preparation, so if it won't work, I apologize. Go to input, mouse button info. Okay, so if the mouse is pressed, we want to open it. If the mouse is released, we want to close this. And we want to also enable it and make sure the mouse button is enabled. So now, if it happens, if I press it, I can move the cannon. If I release it, I can add. Okay, this is a little bit janky. Because it actually takes the position of the mouse. So if you move the mouse and press the button, it will move with it, which is pretty hilarious. But this is pretty basic tutorial on how you can make a object inspection or object rotation. So this was basic objects inspection, basic object rotation. If you enjoyed this tutorial and you would like me to maybe polish what we already have, get rid of the random rotation when you press the mouse button, or if you would like me to create some fancy UI, maybe some screen transitions, please do let me know in the comment sections below or on the Discord server. If you do have any questions or suggestions or recommendations for future tutorials, please do let me know as well. And see you guys in the next video.